Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
On December 7th, 1941, Japan attacked the United States naval base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. The attack was the culmination of years of tension between the two nations over the control of overseas territories and natural resources. Japan's march toward becoming an imperial power began in the late 19th century during the Meiji period. With the fall of the Tokugawa shogunate in 1867, leaders of the Meiji Restoration were eager to bring Japan up to the level of industrial power set forth by the Western nations. After unifying Japan by abolishing the system of feudalism, Emperor Meiji sought to modernize Japan by importing Western culture, government, and methods of warfare. Soon, Japanese power was demonstrated overseas after earning victories against the Chinese and the Russians for control over Korea and Manchuria. Tensions between the United States and Japan began to increase after Japan invaded Manchuria in 1931. Overseas growth was crucial to fueling Japan's desire for industrialization, and the nation continued to expand into colonies belonging to Europe and the United States. After France fell to the Third Reich, Japan invaded the French colony of Indochina, prompting U.S. President Franklin Roosevelt to end oil shipments to Japan. Japan countered by expanding even further into the Dutch East Indies and decided that it must find a way to prevent the American naval fleet from interfering with its plans. Attacking the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor became the solution. At 7:48 a.m. on December 7, 1941, the air portion of the attack on Pearl Harbor began, with Japan launching a first wave of 183 planes. The attack caught the base off guard, and men aboard U.S. ships awoke to the sounds of bombs exploding and rapid gunfire. All 8 U.S. Navy battleships were damaged, with 4 being sunk. 188 U.S. aircraft were destroyed. Of the American fatalities, nearly half of the total were due to the explosion of the USS Arizona, which was a massive super dreadnought battleship. In total, 2,402 Americans were killed and 1,282 were wounded. The following day, President Roosevelt proclaimed December 7, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The ultimate effect of this attack was that U.S. isolationism came to an end, and the nation entered World War II in both the Pacific and European theaters.
Get your hands up in the air. Toward the sun. Toward the sun. Everybody scream! To the right, to the left, we will fight.